Um, well, medal is the target. So the thing we can do is we just work on the physical and mental and of course both preparations, and that's what we have been working on. So for the past 2 years, and so far the boat speed has been quite good. It's definitely up there, and physically I'm quite strong, and mentally I'm always up there. So I'm just getting better and better. So overall, it's going in upwards trajectory, and let's see how it goes. I'm just gonna enjoy and give my best. Um, well, definitely the drive that gives me all the time is my um parents and my main target when I was a kid, because I always remember what I was thinking when I was young, like to win that Olympic medal, to go to the Olympics. Doesn't matter how long it takes just to achieve that target. And I've devoted my whole career and whole life to it. And I think that's the whole reason. If you do one thing, just give your best, and it will, like, you will reach the success no matter how long it takes. So I think it's just that simple. Thought process in my head, and I think that's why the things are working out as it is. The results are just showing how my work ethic is, and how the team works around me as well. Well, we call it the champion's mindset. So a champion's mindset is basically, like if something goes wrong, you don't dwell on it. You don't say, "Oh man, it's just gone wrong. I don't know what to do." You Instead of that, you just have to focus on the next thing, because in my sport, each and every wave is different. So if you get hit by one wave, you don't have to think about, oh, it's just over for me. You have to focus on the next wave, how to get much faster to that, and just to get over that wave. So it's basically that, like, you have to just overcome by being in the present and thinking ahead, and just have to, like, accept it, accept defeat or accept failures. Like, I wouldn't say it's a failure to not achieve the result. I would say it's just a lesson. Like, I've learned more, like, as every other athlete has at 100%. Like, they learn more when they're failing than the success. Success is basically just the result of you being doing everything that's being done. It's just um, it's just the groundwork that's more important, and sometimes you fail even though you're giving your best, and that hurts the most, but also that pain is what gives you more motivation and more drive towards the sport for the next target, like the India winning the T20 World Cup. you know um, just to clear, like, Paris is the main Olympic venue, but the sailing is in Marseille, which is south of France. We are just a 3 hour train away from Paris. So that's where our Olympic venue is. And I've been here last year for test event, Olympic test event July, and it was quite hot for at that time, and then I think it's also quite hot now. So definitely the nutrition and the physical fitness is very important, because we are out in the sun for 8 hours a day, which is very important to be hydrated, and to keep yourself cool, not to be in the sun too long. So those kind of things really matter, because after all, you have to focus on everything, and you have to give your 100%. And yes, the preparation was very good. I've been in Marseille for more than 2 months, and I've been training. I've been, like, mapping out the whole area with my coach, and he's been helpful. And of course, for my stay, like, yeah, I've been supported by Sai and Go Sports and Dream Goal Foundation. So all these kind of help me into the, like, you don't have to worry about the financial, just have to focus on the training part, and these kind of things really help me to get an extra edge that I didn't have before. And so these things are very helpful. Um, I always want to be a sailor. Well, because I think my dad took me out on the boat when I was, I think, 2 years old, 3 years old. I don't really remember. But I have a picture of me just sitting in the front of the boat and just like looking at the lake or sea, So I think I've been in touch with that environment for so long that I just wanted to do this sport. And yes, my dad was my first coach, and he still coaches me, like mentally and physically. Like he's always, whenever we are on the call, like keep drinking water, do your stretching, like do some yoga and meditation. So he's one of the guys who's always fit and who keeps himself fit mentally and physically, and he has never I think he has like a Duracell battery, like he's never stopping. So I wish to be like him at some point, even though I'm trying, but it's very hard to run around like him. And so that's my greatest motivation right there. And lucky enough to have such a guy as my dad. And when everybody talks about him, there's only positive words coming out, so which also makes me feel proud to have him, around me. And yeah, that's the whole motivation. It was just a burgee from Yachting Association of India, and I was just there to present it. Yeah, it was quite a nice thing to do, I'd say, but it was like just to present, like, okay, there is sailing also as a sport, like he appreciates that because in Tokyo, I think he saw us as a first time we were qualifying in three different categories, so he was very helpful in our way, and he kind of, even though in his busy schedule, he kind of appreciated that uh, thought process, like, okay, these guys are also pushing, doesn't matter what sport it is. So that kind of vibe from him was there. And then in Asian Games, we appreciated, and so we wanted to give something to him. And our federation gave like him a burgee, like I presented it to him. So yeah, it was very nice to do that in that stage. Definitely without financial support, like we have so much potential in India, and we have so much like foundation need to be built, to get the younger and like no matter where they're coming from, no matter the background, it's all we have to look at is the talent. And for me, the army was the foundation, and then Sai came in when I was performing, and the federation was helping out. So those guys came in when I did well, and those guys helped me out to use that potential. And then with that potential, I was able to get into Go Sports and Dream Goal Foundation, where they are also helping me financially wherever there are holes, whenever I need something in urgency. The government takes a bit of time, the process. So these guys, they really helped me during that period. And I'm really grateful for, this support because sometimes you need like now and then, to happen things. And they really helped me during this time. So I'm very like thankful for that opportunity that they presented to me, and definitely the financial part plays a big role because without having that support, you all you can think about is to get to the event and how am I going to get to the event rather than focusing on how am I going to perform, because I've been in that stage where I came to Europe without any money because all I had was just a dream to become the better sailor and to become a very good um, athlete. And I just had money to book a flight, and I that's what I did from my first salary from the army, and I came to Europe. I said, "Hi, coach, can you pick me up from the airport?" And he was a bit surprised. He's like, "Oh, we're not supposed to be meeting you." So that's how it started, and then there was an event in Europa Cup in Italy, and I finished second. So that's where he helped me a lot as well. My foreign coach who took me over, and he supported me no matter how much, like no matter the cost. So that's how kind of like things work out if you keep pushing. So and now I'm well financially supported, and I'm very happy for not thinking about anything that goes with money and then just have to perform, and that's all.